What's up, y'all? So, I woke up just feeling, I kind of want the light off. It feels better that way. But I'm going to keep it on for now. Check out these YouTubes if you have some free time. Alpharonomy. That's ALPHARONOMY. And then check out Angie's Dreams. That's ANGIEES. Dreams. DREAMS. Angie's Dreams. I just woke up. I've been up for like 2 hours, honestly, just thinking. And the funny thing is, this winter storm, it's funny how my life works, because whenever things are going bad, it's like God sends me a blessing in disguise, because nothing, honestly, in life works against you if God creates the story for you. This winter storm gave me the break I needed. God was like, even when humans are so enslaved on this planet, even when we have our day offs, our bodies are still programmed to be at work. It's like the job never lets us go. It's like a bad relationship. And that's one thing I always feared. Or let me not say feared. I always resisted a bad relationship, because it takes your time and your energy. And I don't like to be bound. But there is hope. And I don't mean that in a Martin Luther King way or Obama way. I mean genuine hope when you understand how the game is played. You get what I'm saying? I woke up like I came off of a vacation. Like, let me tell you, I woke up like I came off a vacation. Now, it might be the drugs I'm using because of the hip issue. But them body relaxers and them pain drugs don't make you have dreams or whatever happened at nighttime. Mind you, no weed. I'm not even smoking weed. That's the thing. My body is cleansing. And I'm living a better life. I feel more free. God said it's the chance to finally, like, break out the prison. It's a prison break. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's a prison break. Remember that show on TV? He said y'all can be free now, but I can't walk you out of I can't walk you out of the plantation. You got to do that on your own. And it's funny how the system works when you're down. It make you think that nothing is actually working in your favor when everything is working in your favor. I was watching this movie yesterday. I'm about to post a video on it. It was called Neo Ned. It was about a neo-Nazi. It was like a B movie, you know what I'm saying, in Hollywood. The dude that plays Arrow on the Marvel, Jeremy something, and Gabrielle Union. It was about a Nazi that it was about a neo-Nazi that links up with a woman that thinks she's Hitler. It was a white director. You can add up the rest. And you can watch it if you want to. But that movie wasn't completely bad if you open your mind. It was basically saying that people that are bound to meet will meet in an odd way. Do I feel like they was reaching? Yes, they was reaching. They was reaching from Africa to America. Like that's how far the reach was. Like, the movie clearly was written by a white man. You know what I'm saying? Because and this is what shows me that God was showing me through this movie. He was like, if you personally don't like the production of what the world If you don't like the production value of the world, change it. You know how they say on the little TED Talks, and they say, well, you know, you can create whatever you like. If you want to make a movie, all you got to do is have an iPhone. Knowing that no one's going to watch a damn iPhone movie, but someone will though. If you can watch Tubi, you can watch an iPhone movie. But it all depends. It all depends on the mindset. It all depends on the inner promotion. Because if you're not promoting it, and if you don't believe it, but it all depends on the belief. And to know that you're doing it not for exposure, but you're doing it for yourself. That's what I realized. I'm about to do some research on Hitler, by the way, because maybe that's what that movie was for. That's why I watched it. Maybe that's what it was for, so I could change my perspective. But anyways, I came up on this lady's YouTube called Angie's Dream, and it's like when things are meant for you, they'll just find you. You know what I'm saying? They'll just find you. When I tell you, I woke up like I was taking a vacation. Like I woke up like you know when you take a vacation and you wake up in a new bed, like the hotel bed, and you're like, where am I? Your brain can't process that you left home. That's how I felt when I woke up. I'm like, where am I? You know what I'm saying? It's like I leaped into a different reality. I'm still in the same bed, but it's like, why you feel different? It's like God is like, you ready now. You understand what this is, because when you chosen, you get so much backlash. It's like you it's like you running up a uphill battle, but instead of just running up a uphill with the incline, you got some people throwing boulders down, so you got to dodge, do this. It's like, remember that little Olympic, like, I'm not gonna call it Olympic. It was kind of like a tournament thing. It used to be on TV where people would just, they would do like different obstacles, and they would have to beat the timer, and they would have to go against someone else that was equally good. That's what it's like being chosen. You accept the difference is that the prize is within. You don't even get no prize. That's what it's like to be chosen. Like, you doing all this just to do it. It's like just to see if you can do it. That's the thing. It ain't no real prize. You know, I mean, God will give you the prize after, but it ain't no real human prize. I forgot what that show was called, but I used to watch it. I think it was called like Beast Wars or something like that. Like, you people would they would train, and then Hollywood with the little what they call it, the little talent agencies would pick them up, and they would go into these shows, and they would have to compete and do all these little obstacles and acrobats and all this, and then they would win like, I think, 50,000 or a million. I forgot what the price was, but you win some money if you can beat the opponent. And how I put this, it's like so many thoughts. If you're chosen, you're meant for for a more wondrous life. You're meant for a bigger purpose. And the opposition is automatically placed upon you because you're meant for something bigger. It's like the duality. If Batman exists and Joker exists, Batman he ain't just gonna be Batman the whole time without no Joker. Is it fair? No, but it's a part of the game. You gotta understand, life is a game. This is not real. Without, it's sad, but it's true. Without no Batman, there is no Joker. Without no Joker, there is no Batman. But Joker, he even says it. He would be unhappy if there was no Batman. He gains a thrill the fact that their Batman was created. Like, it's like the movie Unbreakable with Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis, and the other dude. Like, you gotta understand, life is a comic book. It's a graphic novel. This was, and it's only relevant for those that's chosen and for those that's chosen for evil. Because people that's doing evil, they chosen too. They just chosen for a different storyline. And whatever your gift is, you have to show it. Because the opposition wants you to start doubting yourself and to feel like nothing, everything is worthless and this and that. It's a lie. A lie told by the devil. He wants you to not even put out your gift so the world can't see what you are. When I tell you God told me to make this video, like I'm so tired right now. I'm actually feeling comfortable, but I'm tired at the same time. God needed me he needed me to have this hip fracture so I could finally take a break and rest and bounce back the right way. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been working at the job for like 3-4 years. I ain't never felt, even though I'm part-time, I ain't never felt like I was really taking a vacation. I ain't never took a vacation. And what are the odds that the vacation that I would feel would be at home? That don't even make no sense. The vacation I needed was at home. It was within myself. I ain't even had to go nowhere. Do I want a real vacation? Yes, definitely. But I do know, what if I didn't have the money, which I don't. But the true vacation is first starts within. It first starts with even desiring that you can go somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? Most people don't even some people are so much of slaves. You ask them, hey, you want to take a vacation? Oh, I just stay around the neighborhood. And I'm ready to get back to work. I'm gonna take a stay vacation. What they call it, staycation. No, you need to take a vacation. You get what I'm saying? Some people are so content with the normality of their boring life, they don't even want to explore the world. You know what I'm saying? The world is so big for us to explore. God gave us the whole planet. You got these little government agencies blocking off locations you can't go. God made the planet for us, for the true people. But anyways, I just want to tell those that are in the fight, women and men. I'm now understanding how big this fight is. This is a real global fight. And we gotta continue on. It's not no, you know what I'm saying? It's not no go on the reserves like warfare or it's a 4-year war, go into Kuwait or go into Iraq. The chosen ones, the war is until we pass away. Like this is a lifelong thing. There's no turn, it's not no 9 to 5. It's not, oh, I can do this job for 3 years. No, when God calls you, you doing this for your whole life. That's why no one wants to do it. And that's why we're always drained. Do not let this 3-dimensional world drain you. And I know it's hard because you don't have no energy. You have no vigor to even push on. But you got to, because God got you. But you got to believe it first. Because he believes in you, but you got to believe it within yourself. And then believe in him that he has enough power to reinforce the dream and reinforce the belief. Because no matter how much God want to believe in humanity, if we don't believe in ourselves, it is what it is. It don't even matter. We have to believe that there is better, that there is more. Secondly, I want to talk about relationships. This is what the Neo-Ned joint was talking about. Like how love can be found in different places. Even though, like I said, that movie, Hollywood is so weird because that movie shouldn't even be made. Like the premise didn't even make no sense, to be quite honest. But it is what it is. Hollywood do what they do. What it taught me was that love can still be found in darkness. I lost hope in this new generation on God. I lost hope. I was like, listen, God, don't let me wed. Don't let me even invest no energy. Even though, you know what I'm saying, even effing around. I even stopped having sex like that just because I'm like, this is a waste of time. Like this generation is useless. Like it's pointless. And God said, continue having faith. Continue having faith because I will give you an individuals plural. That's how much abundance and graciousness I have for my children. I will give you options, more flavors. People that think like you, wave on the same wavelength as you, people that vibe with you, people that understand what you got going on, that you're not alone no more. I can make that happen for you. But you got to believe that it exists for me to make it happen. And that's so difficult to actually even produce that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to truly believe it. So I start seeing these women on the YouTube and I'm like, oh, they think like me, but a woman. And God said, you see? And I'm not I'm not the type of guy where I'm all, oh God, bring them to me. Because I know that's not how the game work. That's not God just needs you to see it. You still have to continue your path. So I'm not over here saying I just need romance, I need love, because that's romanticizing the chosen path. I know that the bulk of this path is loneliness. Is you by your lonesome because you have a whole mission. He gonna link you up with someone when it's your time, when you're ready and mature enough in your path, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you coincide, then you connect with the opposite gender. And mind you, He is so faithful and so loving. These ain't just regular chosen ones. They chosen ones and they baddies. They're attractive in their own way, and they're chosen, and they got a nice thought process. They have a nice mind and a nice spirit. That's when I knew. I'm like, oh, God is He doing what He doing, because there is still faith, but you gotta know how God worked first. If you don't know how your parents work, you're not going to understand why they keep leaving and going to this mysterious place called work to pay bills. As children, we don't understand the gravity of what an adult does. That's why they say, children, stay in your own place. They don't say that no more because this society has no rules and no regulations. But at the same time, you got to understand that there is always a way, but you have to understand the way. So I do have faith, more faith than I had before. Because what happens was society will produce a narrative that makes you lose the faith. You get what I'm saying? Let me repeat that for you. Society produces a narrative because it's all spell casting. They produce a narrative in real life, Hollywood life, and they push it out to us, regular folk. And then we start to mentally think that that's a real reality. And then from that, we reproduce the reality that they gave us and then actually make it a real reality. It's like MK Ultra. Like it's a brain trick. It's like art imitates life and life imitates art. They imitate life that isn't even a real life. Then we ingest it and then reproduce the false life and then we think it's real. You get what I'm saying? And then those that know that this is a lie are so minute and so minority that we be thinking that, man, life is pointless, this, that the world retarded, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. Just like David and Goliath, just like the 300, the minority will always be uneven when they fight the majority. And we still going to win. That's the thing. We still going to win because the power within us is 1 billion strong. It don't matter how much people they got on their side. We're stronger because our light is pure. You get what I'm saying? So if you're a woman out there, still have faith because there are still men out there, heterosexual men out there that also believe in God, the real God, that want to produce a loving reality for you and yours. And I don't mean no, I got 3 children and I need a man, this, that. No, we're not talking about that. We talking about genuine, single to single. You get what I'm saying? Because God will mesh, He will equally yoke you with those that are meant to mesh with you on the right frequency for your greatest good, for her greatest good, vice versa, for the mission to be completed as a whole. Let me repeat that, for the mission to be completed as a whole. He don't want the mission to be completed halfway, because God don't do halfway. Everything is wholesome with God. He wants you to complete the mission, period. And we have to understand that. So I came here to say this. There is still hope, but you have to continue the path. You have to understand why you're even on it, and don't let it go. Let me tell you how crazy this world is, right? We all are in the pit, because the hierarchy of life. You got the uppity, you got the 13 families and all that, and then it trickles down like a pyramid. We on the bottom. Even the chosen ones be on the bottom, because that's the whole miracle of life. How you get from here to here, because God. Chosen ones are on the bottom to give light and to give hope to those that have lost hope, for those that are the hopeless. And then we supposed to rise up to the top of the pyramid with the 13 families and say, you see, we can be just like them. We can be the founding families and create it on our own, but you got to believe that you actually over there. You got to believe that you actually can fight the fight. Even if no one gives you credit, that's the worst part. You got to believe that you can fight the fight, and you know what type of time it is. Even if no one gives you credit, you got to do it because it's inside. It's calling on you, and because God wants you to do it for His will. If you're a woman out there, there is still hope. Don't let the world tell you different. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's cuffing season. I know it's cold. You might want someone. That's cool. Focus your energy on your gift. Focus your energy on your gift, and then the man will come along randomly. Probably next season when it's warm. The real New Year's. And for the men out there, I know it's hard. I sleep alone. People don't understand. I'm 36 years old. I sleep alone. I've been sleeping alone damn near my whole life. But it's cool, because God chooses you for what you're good at, for what you're great at. God knew I was a loner, so He was like, for you sleeping, being lonely is not, being alone is not really a thing for you. Do you get lonely? Yes, but it's not a thing for you specifically, because you don't got no issue with that, for real, for real. You actually work better alone, because you're a loner. All the gifts I done gave you, even at work, you like to be alone. Even when you eat lunch, you like to be alone. When you do your art, you like to be alone. The only time you don't like to be alone is when it's romantic, because you're a hopeless romantic. But the mission is most important. The romance that's whatever. That's secondary. The mission is most important. Once you understand that, that's when God will magically give you someone. Because the work is before the pleasure. My father used to tell me that when I was a child all the time, work before pleasure. And I knew what he meant too. I didn't know what he meant into this gravity, but I knew what he meant. If you don't get your work done, you're not gonna have no fun. You know what I'm saying? And having an African father, it is what it is. You don't argue with that. But what I'm here to say is that be patient with God, because God is patient with us. And know that God knows better. He's God. Just work on your journey. Work on bettering yourself for when things do become magical. Work on bettering yourself for when things do become magical. Work on bettering yourself for when things work on bettering yourself for when things do become magical. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be caught off guard when the magic happened and stunned. You don't want that. You want you want a you should want a joyous, sunny life. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. It's always sunny on earth. You should want a joyous life. Don't let the system make you think otherwise. If you really got to just shut off all of it, the TV, the YouTube, the TikTok, this, that, because these are distractions to get you. I was on YouTube yesterday. I had to go to sleep. I had to start writing in my journal. YouTube got me so irritable because they send you bullshit on purpose to lower your frequency. I went to sleep, woke up with the turn up. I woke up and I seen the young lady with the YouTube Angie's Dream, and I'm like, okay. God was saying, this is how you get to the energy. You gotta decline the bullshit. Associate yourself with your own energy. Talk to God. Rise your frequency, and then when you get back on the net, since the algorithm understands frequency, because that's all it do, it just taps into where your mind is at and tries to send you bullshit. But you gotta use the discernment and find out. I just clicked on it. That's the thing. I just clicked on it. You gotta use your discernment and just find out. Oh, this is for me. All right, cool. Boom. You check it out. And I've been doing this. My YouTubes don't have no views, but it don't matter. That's how you fight the algorithm. Anytime I see someone that deserves a shout out, I'll put their stuff in the little ad. Just in case somebody watch my YouTube, you get someone else's YouTube for free. And if you like it, I'm not, and I don't just pick just random spiritual stuff. I pick just everything but it has to resonate with me personally. Because who knows what people like, and who knows if somebody needs to see someone else that's not me. You get what I'm saying? Because I have a loving heart. I don't care. Who knows if somebody needs to see someone else that's not me? Maybe I'm just the conduit or the relayer. You know what I'm saying? Because there is so much on this earth to put in your mind for knowledge purposes. But the algorithm purposely makes it difficult for us to connect with what we need. The algorithm give you what it wants to give you, not what you need. So for all my women out there are still men out there, but you gotta really want a man for the right reasons. You gotta have a pure heart. And for the men out there, there's are women that still are genuine with traditional values, but you gotta have a pure heart. And I know people might think I'm capping because I'm a genuine heart. And I've been done dirty for 36 years. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be low key. You gotta be low key, love delusional. Like you gotta be damn near be your heart gotta be retarded. Like you gotta continue fighting a fight and continue opening your heart for those to be received by you. Some people shut their heart off, and then when God say, "Here's yours," you don't know how to resuscitate the heart. It's dead. You don't know how to keep it alive for when it's necessary. Most people use their heart when it ain't necessary, and then talking about God. There's no good bit out here. It's like I ain't tell you to date him, or him. You did all that shit all. You not only was you dating, you was fucking. So you did that all on your own, and they raw dogged you. They did you dirty, gang bang, all type of extra stuff. And then you said men are stupid, men are bad, ain't no this and that. And then on top of that, you had a child out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? When we do things on our own accord, it don't add up the way God wanted to add up. You got dudes putting money on women, doing this flued out, you know what I'm saying, doing all this. And then, man, all women do is need money. Yes, that is true. Because even though, here's the thing about God and human nature. No matter how much humans want to be autonomous with God, God is supreme. So when women say, well, I got my bag, innately, they still want a man's provision. That's how stupid this world is. Even if a woman can be a billionaire and still want a man to have $1,000,000,001. She innately needs a man to have more. So what does that say? Women aren't naturally meant to be in the workforce. How we're meant to. Not to say they can't work. The way they're meant to work is mad different. God made everyone equal in different ways. We're complementary. People stupid. But anyways, back to my point. When we mate and date in the way we want to, the outcome is never joyous because we wasn't connected to his version of reality for what he wants for us. He is the parent, we are the child. Love is still real. Otherwise, we wouldn't be out here still out here fucking. Because sex is just a microcosm of love. Sex is lovable and lustful. They're like brothers and sisters. They're related to each other, but they're not the same being. We can still find love in this world, but we have to be on that same frequency. We got to be on that same vibe. If we're not, it will not work in a genuine way. We're gonna be faking the funk, forcing the vibes. And God is saying, you're doing the most, you're doing too much. Like even me sometimes. I go to the store and I might see a woman, we might be chopping it up, and God said, you close. But it ain't the one. Like I can, when you meet someone, you feel that. Oh, it's like a synchronization. Like the energy doing this, and then it separate. Like remember on Pokemon when they throw the Pokemon to the Pokemon. I mean they throw the Pokeball to the Pokemon, and then the ball do like this because it's saying I want to synchronize with the Pokemon to keep it in the ball. But if they're resistant or if they're reluctant to staying in this world, it's gonna jump back out. That's how people do love matches. They be trying to do this, and it's like doing this, and it's saying God's saying it's not meant to be bound and synchronized. Everyone want this, but usually they're forcing this to be this. So now it's like this. You know what I'm saying? Anything forced, it's not meant. If something is naturally resistant to you, it's not meant to happen. Talking about, oh shoot, he was hard to get, she was hard to get. No, they're not meant for you. Anyone that's meant for you ain't hard, ain't nothing hard. No pun intended. Anyone that is meant for you, it's gonna already it's gonna flow. Boom. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy the whole time because that's not real. It's going to flow, meaning that the hardships, the ups and downs of life, the trials and tribulations, you all will enjoy that as a game together. Like when you really connect with people, whether it's friends, heterosexual friendships, platonic friendships, or even genuine friendships with the same sex, when you click with someone, it's like this from day one. It's like this. God gives you those relationships so you can understand that there is still genuine people on this planet. There is still genuine people on this planet. But we gotta believe that ourselves. If we don't believe it, no matter how much the preacher guy or the whatever they call the deacon or all that, whatever these people are telling you, you gotta just believe. No, you have to believe in a genuine way, the way he believed. And that's the only way you're gonna understand how to love like he loved. Because the thing about it is, it's like when the dudes in the hood shoot like this and they supposed to shoot like this. We love like this, and God's saying your aim is wrong. You need to love like this. Then you can shoot the right target, and then Cupid can, you know what I'm saying? Then you can link up with the right people. We love in the wrong demeanor and then get mad when it's not like this. When you love in the right way, it'll work in your favor. Typically, when you're loving, we love genuine to the wrong people because the darkness loves the light, and the light is like attracted in some weird way to the darkness because we have to help the dark and illuminate the darkness. But we are meant to be complementary with our own energies. You can still find a loving light being and be light as well and be Gucci. But you gotta have God put it together for you. He gonna put the gift together for you, not you.